So I'm Ed Walsh, and I was formerly a trial lawyer in Chicago representing catastrophically injured people. And after retirement, I transitioned into land stewardship and horsemanship. And as I've been doing work here at our farm over a 30-year period, certain needs arise, and one of those needs was a large capacity broadcast sprayer. I had used the co-op here in the area many times, and also used drone pilots many times to do spraying, and it occurred to me that if I invested in a sprayer on my own, in a year or two the sprayer would actually pay for itself, and I'd get the job done when I want it to get done and how I want it to get done. So after doing all the research I could, my sales rep suggested I check out the KAGE from KAGE Innovations, which I did, and I decided I was going to go with it. And one of the things that was super important to me, as it is with every piece of equipment I have, is service. Would I be able to get the service I need? And when the KAGE folks came out and set it up, they brought their top-notch team. They set it up for me, made sure it worked properly, took all the time I needed to instruct me on how to use it. And the use of this piece of equipment is actually very simple. So I probably did 2 or 3 projects in the fall, and then over the winter, of course, not using it. Starting up in the springtime, I thought to myself, gee, am I going to have a good memory on how to use the piece of equipment? And it seemed like it was working fine, except I had a little trouble getting some pressure on the machine. And I had a project I wanted to do. I called up KAGE, and my contact person there is Kyle. Kyle immediately called me back. He was in a meeting. He and the research and development technician, Mike, walked me through the issues that had to be handled, and within an hour I was up and running. And yesterday I used the machine for something that I really never thought when I purchased it I was going to use it for, and that is for broadcast spraying of water. I had done some patchy seeding in the horse pasture, the areas where they get their hay, and I have my 2 hay huts, gets beat up really badly over the winter. And I raked up all the dead hay earlier in the spring, broadcast spread out some nice grass seed and pasture seed, and as fate would always have it, after I did that, we weren't getting any rain. So I thought, why not use the KAGE with straight water in it? So I used it with the hose attachment, which I had the option of getting or not getting, and I'm sure glad I got the hose attachment, because I spent 5 hours yesterday broadcast spraying 300 gallons of water in the new seed that I had put down. And this afternoon I'm going to do some straight broadcast weed control with Graze On Next herbicide to attack the new weed growth coming up, predominantly a lot of dandelions in my alfalfa and horse pasture. The KAGE serves many purposes in addition to watering, spot seeding that I need to get watered. As I said, the weed control, but of course liquid fertilizer has been used by me in the past, and I'm going to do that in a couple of weeks after the herbicide has been fully applied. So That's how I use the KAGE Rage, but the thing I want to emphasize the most is that I could have gotten this on the internet by going online, and then if I would have had a problem, which we all do with our equipment, who do I call and who's going to take my call? If for no other reason than having the folks at KAGE Innovation pick up the phone when you have a problem, answer your questions, walk you through your troubles, and I know if I wouldn't have been able to fix it with their help yesterday, there's no doubt in my mind someone would have come out here today and taken care of it. There are not a lot of sprayers that can work on a skid steer. There are a lot of sprayers out there that you can pull behind your tractor, use your 3-point with hydraulics, but the KAGE Rage is perhaps one of the only ones with the quality that exists on this piece of equipment, and the size, the capacity of 150 gallons makes it almost uniquely rare in the market. And operating the machine and the piece of equipment is extremely user-friendly. The parts are high quality, and as I've said earlier, the service is far superior than everything about the machine, which is a superior piece of equipment.